Hey there, Aries, and welcome to your week of December 27th, 2021 general tarot reading. We're going to be looking at your energy coming into this week over here on the left. Then in the center, we're going to be looking at your challenges potentially coming into you this week. Over on the right, we'll be looking at some potential outcomes for you as well. We're going to get some more details by giving some clarifiers to all these cards, and then we're going to tie everything off with an oracle card at the end of the video. So you want to stick around for all that. These are general readings though, Aries, so some of this or all of this or maybe even none of it will resonate with you. If it does resonate, that's great. If it doesn't resonate, it's just not part of your message. So just try not to make something fit that doesn't, right? Just take what clicks with you. All right, so with your energy over here on the left, we've got the Fool, the Six of Swords, and the Queen of Swords here. I feel like you're getting ready to start something new and something that I don't want to say something raw, but like something honest, I feel like. With the Fool is the beginning of something, the start of something new, feeling free, feeling unshackled by chains or anything like that, and feeling like, you know, I'm ready. I can just do this. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to take that leap of faith. I'm ready to jump off this cliff and learn how to fly on the way down, right? So I like that a lot. With the Six of Swords here saying we're coming from a rough spot, maybe you're still kind of in that rough patch, but you can see the clear waters ahead. Like you can tell that this new beginning is going to be great because it's leading to a state of calm for you. So I love that as well. And with the Queen of Swords, on top of all of this, I feel like it's a very sort of mature energy we're moving into here. Also an energy of, like I said, being honest and being very much all about like the truth and just being real with everyone in your life here. Hello, Journey. How are you today? Now, I don't want to see your bum. Come on over here, buddy. You just sit down over here. All right. Oh, someone needs to put him on a diet. So, I just feel like you're very mature at this time and stuff. No, don't come back. I didn't want you to come back, buddy. Come on, just stay over there. Take a seat. No, take a seat. I love you. I do love you so much, Journey, but you have to understand we're working here, buddy. But yeah, I just feel like you're very mature at this time, and we're being very honest, I feel like you can see clearly. That's like the big theme I'm seeing with all three of these cards is like clarity. You know, there's not a cloud in either in any of these people's way. They can see their destinations. They can see where they're going. You know, the Fool's up on top of this mountain. The person on Six of Swords can see clearly to the calm waters and to the lands beyond. And the Queen of Swords can see above the clouds. So I feel like you have a lot of clarity at this time as well, helping you out. So I feel like you know right where you're going, which is beautiful. In the center position here, your challenge cards, we've got the Three of Wands, the Death card, and the Sun here, with Journey coming in to see what's going on. But with the Three of Wands and the Death card and the Sun, now the Sun coming up here, I like that because the Sun, even when it comes up in your challenges, it's still a good card. It's still saying like there's happiness to be had. There's still a sense of joy. It's just maybe not as good as it would be if it was in the other two positions. So, but you're still quite happy. So that's good. That's good even for a challenge. So I like that. With the Three of Wands, you might be a little test to your patience here. You know, Three of Wands is about, about a card of patience, about waiting for your ships to come in, right? Sitting out there patiently. You can kind of see here, interesting parallel between it and the Fool, the Three of Wands, is you're both up on a cliff overlooking things, right? Whereas the Fool, you're ready to jump and let's go for it. Let's do this. The Three of Wands is a little more patient, a little more let's hold back and such. So might be a little bit of a test of your patience, maybe a little bit of a waiting game this week here. I still feel like you're still quite happy and things are going good. Maybe riding that, holiday high. We're finally having that big release of pent-up energy with all the stresses and such going on with the holidays. So maybe we're having a bit of that here for you. So I like that. And with the Death card here, this is Scorpio's card, so you may have Scorpio in your chart. Might be dealing with a Scorpio this week as well, but the Death card is all about cycles coming to an end. It's all about changes here. So again, I think you're patiently awaiting a change that's going to make you very happy. Holy jumping spike. That was that was something else. I got to take a look, see how bad you messed up the frame there, buddy. Oh my Lord. Look at that. Jeez Louise, you came in here like a house of fire. Oh, not quite. There you go. All right, sorry about that, folks. But yeah, I just feel like you're patiently awaiting a big time change here that's going to bring even more happiness to you. So you need to hold out, you need to, be patient here. In your outcome cards, though, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Page of Swords here. So the Page of Swords and the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, this is telling me here that you really want to reach out to someone, maybe trying to start a line of communication, whether that is like you're going to reach out to see if there's like opportunities about for you, or reach out to kind of clear the air, maybe being a little more bold that way as well. Maybe that's kind of what's happening here. You're waiting for the right time to reach out to talk to somebody for some reason, whether it be love or business, or just talk to like a friend or a family member about something, try to clear the air here, right? The Page of Swords with the clouds around them, they kind of want to clear the confusion, right? So I feel like there's it's gonna be time for you to do that here this week. Maybe reach out and try to clear the air a little bit, wait for that right moment. I don't think there's ever such a thing as a perfect moment, but one that seems good, you might as well go for it, right? With the Ten of Pentacles here, I feel like you're heading towards a ton of abundance, a big harvest, good things coming in for you for your financial material world. Hopefully, again, we're talking about like the holiday buzz, maybe some gifts coming in for you here that's really going to help you out in a big way. And with the Nine of Wands here, on top of that, we got this sort of protective energy you're kind of got here. Like, let's kind of that cautious, like, let's not do anything hasty here. Kind of built up that wall. I don't want to be hurt anymore, or I don't want to deal with things anymore, right? I don't want to deal with these problems. But at the same time, you kind of want to reach out from your little defensive wall here to kind of talk to somebody and talk to them and, communicate with that Page of Swords. So I feel like, again, you got to wait for the time is right, the time is good, at least, to communicate with this person. I feel like you're going to be in a good position, and just a matter of clearing the air here. So we're going to look at some clarifiers here for you in just a moment here, Aries. But before we do, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it so much. Appreciate all the love and support, all the likes, the views, the comments, and all the videos. I appreciate that also so much. I hope that you and yours are doing very good here as well. With the holidays, how rough they can be, especially. So thank you for that. We're going to get you your clarifiers in just a moment, but after these, we're going to be doing your oracle card to tie everything off. So let's take a look and see what we got here for you. We're already starting off with the Three of Pentacles. We've also got the Queen of Cups and the Two of Wands here as well. Interesting. Three of Pentacles is telling us that this is sort of a situation where you want to work on a team, sort of a situation where maybe working together with other people is going to help you get through this. Is maybe that's the energy you have right now, is you want to cooperate, but maybe that's why you want to communicate, right? You want to reach out to someone. I think of the ultimate team is like partners, right? Like lovers, that kind of a situation. You and your partner together forever, that kind of stuff. I feel that's the ultimate team. So maybe that's kind of on your mind. You really want to share your life with somebody, create something that neither one of you could create on your own. So I like that. But again, it could be another way where you feel like you want to reach out to somebody to help them with a project you're working on or something you're dealing with that you can't do just on your own, and you need their expertise. We got the Queen of Cups and the Two of Wands here. We got half the Empress out here in your energy. I like that a lot. The Queen of Cups is the opposite of the Queen of Wands, where the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups is the opposite of the Queen of Swords, where the Queen of Swords is more of a, let's just be, honest and truthful, and like we're only, worrying about the facts and things like that. The Queen of Cups is more of a emotional state. She's more of a, how are you doing emotionally? How is your, empathizing with others, trusting your intuition, things like that. She also represents all the water signs. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So that's interesting. Scorpio's shown up again in your reading here. The Queen of Swords, if I didn't mention, she represents the air signs. So I was going to say Pisces again. So Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini here. Very interesting. And like the Page of Swords coming up again as well. Also the air signs too. So yeah, I feel like you've got a nice balance here at this time between what kind of needs to happen, like the honestly, like let's not cloud our emotions with it, as well as being emotionally, like, let's not be hurtful and stuff, and considerate, and let's consider other people's feelings and stuff in this matter, which makes sense too with the Two of Wands here, because the Two of Wands is a card of balance, right? And those two things being in balance makes perfect sense. So I feel like you kind of understand that at this time. It's like you want to start up something new, you've got clarity, you know what you need to do, what you have to do, and you're taking into account like the things that need to happen, as well as the things that like you don't want to necessarily upset someone when you confront them with something. So this might be a week for some of you where you need to confront somebody with, whether it's like you want to be with them, or you got to confront somebody about situation between the two of you or something like that. But I feel like you know what you need to do, you know what needs to happen, and you know probably the best way to go about it too. So I like that a lot. That's awesome. Let's take a look and clarify your challenges here as well, Aries. See what's happening there. What have we got? We got the Nine of Cups popping out for you to start things off. Well, let's see what else we got for you here. We've also got the Moon. That's Pisces card. That's interesting because we've mentioned Pisces a few times now. And the Eight of Wands here as well. So very interesting. Both the water signs in your challenges. So that might be a clear indication that it's either a Scorpio or a Pisces you're dealing with, whether this is a person you want to, whatever this communication you want to do here is. Interestingly enough, the Eight of Wands here as well. I like how that's come out now, because we were talking about how the Three of Wands is about patience. It's about, being patient and stuff, and how you kind of have to wait. And it might be something grating on you. Like, you just need to be patient and you can't just rush things here. The Eight of Wands is the opposite. It's just rush. It's go ahead. It's the second fastest card. The only thing it's slower than is the Chariot, which is Cancer's card. So there's that third water sign. Very interesting. But what I like here is like that's where it's in your challenges. Again, it's a little more of that, like, we need to be patient. You got to slow it in. You got to rein them horses in. You got to like slow her down here. So again, we got to be patient. You can't just go like, let's just go. With the Nine of Cups here as well, the Nine of Cups is a card of satisfaction. So again, you might not be feeling satisfied at this time, whereas in your challenges. And with the Moon here as well, it just may feel like that clarity. You're going down the path, but it feels like, there's so many things that could distract you from it. There's so many things that could pull you off the path at this time, because you can't necessarily see so well. But I will note something here. With the Queen of Swords, we'll just take a quick pop here. She has her head above the clouds. These guys in the Moon, they have their head above the mist underneath of them. So like they also see clearly. Maybe they can't see below them what necessarily is, the ground under them, but they can trust that they're heading towards the destination that they want to go. And that might be, again, for you. Like, where you're going. It might necessarily be the steps. You might not necessarily know the actual steps you're taking, but you do know where your destination is. You can see it. So let's get into your clarifiers for your outcome cards here before we tie everything off with that oracle card at the end. All right, Pisces, let's see what we got here for you. Pisces, I just called you Pisces, Aries. Jeez Louise. We got the Temperance card, the Seven of Swords, and there's the other water sign. There's the Chariot. That's Cancer's card. Wow. Really? Water all up in your business this week, Aries. What's up with that? So again, you could have Cancer in your chart. You might be dealing with a Cancer with a Chariot here. With Temperance, that's Sagittarius' card as well. So again, you might be dealing with them. You have that in your chart too. But we got Temperance, the Chariot, and the Seven of Swords. Very interesting here. Temperance is that balance we were talking about with that Two of Wands here. But Temperance is also, while it is balance, it's also flexibility. It's also mixing, right? You can see the water being poured from one flower to the other here. It's to say, like, we're not afraid to mix and match and try to experiment to try to get to where we need to be. Like, don't necessarily think that there's one straight path, like this is it, right? You may need to do something else. You may need to change it up a bit. You may need to come at this in a different way than what you were expecting. So just be open-minded, and maybe when you confront this person with whatever it is you're confronting them with, whether it be your confessions of how you feel about them, or talking to this person about like trying to clear the air with them, whatever it may be, don't just assume that it's going to play out this particular way, right? Like, try to have an open mind about where this could potentially go, and just be open to be like, okay, well, I didn't realize this. Maybe we got to change things up on the fly here. I like the Chariot here as well, because the Chariot talks about how we want to go out and do what we can. Like, we want to go out and succeed. We want to go out and have success. And that's that pickup in speed, right? We've gone from like the grinding halt here in the center to the fastest card in the deck with the Chariot, right? We've gone from like almost a standstill to like, oh, okay, now we're off to the races, right? So I like that. I like that you're going to be experiencing a lot of movement here, Aries, as things kind of, the air gets cleared. Like, it's almost as if like the fog of like what you thought like this encounter was suddenly turns into oh wow, we can see clearly, and I know right where I'm going now. I know the path I'm taking. I know the success I'm going to have. So I think that's beautiful. And with the Seven of Swords here, it may end up being like, the Seven of Swords is a card of protection as well. Same with the Nine of Wands, right? They're both cards of protection. The Seven of Swords can be more of like trying to protect just yourself. Like, it's a little more selfish in like let's just protect me. Like, the Nine of Wands can be that as well. But the Seven of Swords can also be like this lone wolf protection. Like, I'm going it alone here. And I'm getting a sense of that. That's, I feel like for some of you, this might be like, for some of you, it might just be a situation where we're just, wow, cats are active tonight. But it just might be a situation where you're just off on your own, right? Like, after this, like, it might be, you go from being like, I thought we were going to be together, and then, now I'm on my own, but like, you see clearly, and it's like, all right, well, I'm on my own. I'm doing my thing. I'm not going to let this slow me down. I'm heading forward, right? Or it might be a situation as well, like the Seven of Swords, not in this particular version, but can be a card of protection for others as well, because the person is generally taking the swords away from an army, trying to protect those they care about as well. And you can kind of see that a bit with this one, where this person has this weird like sword weapon here. There's this big evil castle in the distance, and this guy is going to go and take the evil out himself, right? He's going to do that. So by taking that evil out, he's protecting everybody, right? So kind of this lone wolf hero, right? So you might feel that way as well by, doing what you're doing. You're trying to protect everybody too. So I like that. So we're going to get into your oracle cards here and tie everything off for you, Aries. Hopefully everything's been clicking with you and resonating with you. I appreciate you sticking it out so far with me through this reading now. And let's get your oracle card to tie it all off. We got the Owl Spirit. You see clearly now. Yeah, we were talking about that. We were talking about how you see clearly back here, but like, it's up to a point. It's up to like the confrontation. It's up to the destination, right? Like, you see up to this sort of like cloudy wall where you're kind of like, I don't know what's going to happen when I get here. And now once the air's been cleared and the wall is dispersed, it's like, yeah, I can see clearly. I know where I'm going now. Like, either I'm going with someone else or I'm going by myself, one or the other. Either I've added to my journey or I'm no different. I'm still on my own. So I like that a lot there, Aries. So hopefully that has helped you out. If you want to help out the channel, Aries, you can hit that thumbs up button, that like down below. Helps me out a ton. You can also subscribe to the channel as well. That also helps me out, but that helps you out too, because then you can find these videos much easier, so you can check them out as I'm uploading them every week. You can, of course, also check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos too after this one. See what might all be coming for you in the week ahead. Hopefully everything's going good over there too. Thank you again for being here, Aries, and I hope to see you in the next video.